Welcome back to an Infinity Football Skills video. Now there's something very special just happened recently. We hit 300,000 subscribers, and from everyone here at IFS I just want to say a massive thank you. So to say thank you, today's a very special video. We've got 30 skills that you guys can learn within 10 minutes. Okay, starting off nice and easy, the first one is the Ronaldo step over. So what we're going to do, as we come around, we go with either foot, but we go from inside the ball to out, and then we drop our shoulder and push through. So the next skill is the Ronaldinho. So Cal's going to show us this one. As he approaches, nice and slow for now, he's stepping around from outside to inside, dropping his shoulder, and then he goes out. Okay, so next skill is the L drag. Very simple. All it is we're dragging it back, kicking it with the inside of our foot, just how you'd use the chop. But if I was approaching Cal, catch, bang, out my feet, and I'm away. Cal's going to show us the chop. As he approaches, it's bang, out of his feet using the inside of his foot. So it's a little jump as he flicks it in to get the power and the explosion. So as Cal approaches, bang, and he's gone onto his other foot, and he can have a shot, make a pass, whatever he wants to do. So the double step over, very similar to the Ronaldo step over. The first step over, you don't feint them too much, but the second one is where you send them, and then we push out, and it keeps you on your stronger foot. So if you start with your strong foot, you end up on your stronger foot. Okay, so the drag flick, as Cal approaches, he's dragging the ball over and snapping it back with the outside of his foot. As he approaches full pace, he's snapping it back onto himself and he goes out in the other direction. It's a really nice skill. Okay, so there's two drag step overs to use. I'll show you the first one. This one's done with all the same foot. So as we come out, we push it just to the side, we're dragging, stepping around. That's when you drop your feint and you're away from the defender. So the second drag step over, very similar, apart from you use both feet this time. So as Cal approaches, drags one foot, steps with the other foot, and it protects the ball as you go around. So you see Cal opens his body up just as he does the skill, and it makes me want to go inside, and he takes it outside. Okay, just going to throw in a couple of easy turns for you guys to use. The Cruyff turn and then the inverted Cruyff. So the first one I'll show, as we go up, we pretend to shoot, and we turn out with the Cruyff. So as we do that, we're using the inside of our foot just like the chop. Our foot gets planted there, then we're taking it with the inside away in the other direction. Make sure you put emphasis on it. Yep! And we're taking it back inside. Now another variation of the Cruyff, it's the inverted Cruyff. You're going to see it from Cal's perspective now. Bang! And he's chopping it back on himself. So instead of taking it with the inside, people like to call it the fake Rabona, because you're pretending to Rabona it, but instead you're taking it back out. Shows again, Cal, fast. So as Cal pushes, catches it, and he's going the other direction. It's a very, very nice turn. So they were the easy section. Let's move on to the more intermediate section. So moving on to the intermediate section, we're going to start with the chop catch. So a skill we've just showed, the chop, but we're going to put a little bit extra into it. So as we approach, we're chopping, then we're catching with the outside of our foot. So doing it against Cal, I'm going to take him inside, but then push it outside. So I'll take him in, then out, and then I'm away from him. Nice and clean. So moving on to the elastico, there's two. I'm going to let Cal decide which one he wants to use, and I'll show you the other one. So this time he's going out and in. Very, very clean. So as he approaches, bang, bang, and he's out. It's so nice. It's used at the top level, all the way down to the bottom level. It's just one of the beautiful skills that works a lot of the time. So the other elastico is the inverted one. So as I approach Cal this time, I'm not taking him out and in. I'm going to take him in, then out, like that. So approaching Cal, bang, bang, and I'm in and out, and there's no way he should really catch me there. So the next one is the Hazard turn, one that I really, really like. So as Cal approaches me, nice and slow, he's going to drag it in, then drag it out and get it away from me. Now this skill is quite dangerous because you do leave the ball open to the defender, so you need to do it nice and quick, and the timing needs to be good. Bang, bang, lovely, and he's away from me. He's protecting the ball at the end. It's a really nice skill. Skill 14 now is going to be the Muzahid spin. So it's a turn on a 90 degree. So as I approach Cal, the first part is a Cruyff turn. So I do the Cruyff turn first, but then instead of going out that direction, I turn my other foot and push through and get away from the defender. So a little bit faster as I approach Cal, it's bang, bang, and I'm away in a different direction. Really nice skill to use. Get that one in your locker. So the next one's the cannon, one of my favourite skills to use, one of Cal's favourite skills to use, and even Lewis, the cameraman, likes this one. As we get close, Cal's going to pass it from one foot to another, really, really sharp. Bang, bang, and he's away from me. Sells me on the first touch, pretend he's going to go in, and then cuts it back out. Okay, so doing another spin, it's going to be the Berber spin. As we turn around, we're going to be flicking the ball with this part just on our toe. As we turn, we're going to flick it over. As I'm coming in, I'm going to spin, flick, and I'm away from him, nice and clean. As I'm approaching out, bang, I turn, flick, and I'm away from the defender. So the next one of my favourite ones again, the roulette spin. So Cal catches it, pulls it through. You do a full 360 spin during. The first touch is on a 180, second touch is the full 360. So fast pace now as Cal pushes, he catches, pulls through, and he's protecting the ball at all times. It's a lovely skill, one of our favourites to use on the channel. Okay, number 18 is the drag flick. So as I'm approaching through, it's going to be a meg. So as I drag it across, Cal's leg comes out and I flick it with the back of my leg through his legs. So I'm pushing, bang, bang, and I'm gone and I'm in behind. It's a very nice skill to use. You'll be surprised at how many times it pulls off. It always baits the defender's leg out. So number 19, the drag flick, much harder than it looks. As Cal drags in, he's flicking it back out across me. Now doing that at a running pace is very difficult. Cal's going to show us now. You'll find the faster you do this skill, the more difficult it gets. Lovely. Luckily, Cal's been doing skills for years. So number 20 is a drag roulette, the first combination skill. As we drag it across, it baits the defender in, then we pull through with the roulette. Just leading into them combination skills, there's going to be more to follow. As we approach, we bait him in, then we pull through with the roulette and we're away. So the next one, we're going to start getting much more difficult now, is the L drag into an elastico. Now there's 3 different movements. Cal's going to show slow. So you've got the L drag at first, then the catch and drag, then the elastico. It's a very, very complex skill. It's very nice. Let's see it again, Cal. So as Cal approaches, the L drags, baits me in, drags, then he goes with the elastico. And I have no clue what he's doing. If someone did that to me in a game, I'd just stand there and wonder where I need to be. So number 22, the elastico behind the legs. So as I approach towards Cal, he might stand me up, it might make me stand still. At this point, you need skills that you can do on the spot, which is then when you go elastico behind the legs, you're protecting the ball away from the defender. So as I approach Cal, nice and quick, he might stand me up, then I go out and I'm away from him, nice and quick. So the next skill is the drag step over cannon. Cal's going to show us it nice and slow. So as he approaches, drag step over the same foot, then he cannons out. So it baits me in one way, then he touches it across me, and then he goes and fires out and explodes into the space. Approaches, drag step over, bang, bang, and he's away from his man. So number 24, I'm sure you've all seen this one before, the rainbow flick. We're going to catch it between our legs, we're rolling the ball up, and we're flicking with the back of our heel. So as I'm coming over, I'm flicking over, and I'm away from the man. So a little bit faster now. As we approach, yeah, we slip him in, over his head, and we're away from him. Nice and clean. So the next skill is the chop catch elastico, another combination skill. Cal's going to show us it nice and slow. So you're chopping it, bang, catching it, then the elastico. Lovely skill to use, one of them that absolutely ruins a defender if you pull it off. Cal approach, chop, catch, then he does the elastico. Very clean, very nice. Get that one in your locker if you can. The first movement is to flick it up with your other foot. So you're going to flick and it's going to go off to the outside of you. That's the first part. The second part, you're going to use the heel again to flick it over the head. So as we flick it up, we're flicking it and we're away from our man. So nice and quick now. Yes, Lou plays at my feet. Defender on my back. Holding, yeah. Then I'm gone. It's a lovely one to get in behind. Nice and quick if you've got your back facing the goal. Number 27 now is the drag chop. Cal's going to show us it nice and slow. So as he drags across, then he's chopping inside. You're baiting your defender one way again, chopping it back out. So as Cal approaches, he drags, then he chops it away from me nice and quick, very clean, and he's away into space. So number 28 is a skill that you're going to be doing standing still. I absolutely love this one. Neymar loves to use it outside, so they'll step. Then you're going to step around, which opens the legs, and then it's a flick through. Press on, yeah, I'm stopping, I'm stepping, then I'm flicking and I'm gone. Very, very clean skill. Neymar absolutely loves this one. Number 29 now, 2 away from the big 30. He's feinting it by pushing it out, catching, then he's pulling through into the roulette. It's beautiful if it gets done properly. So as Cal approaches, bang, cross, then he pulls through. Absolutely excellent skill to use. So the last skill now is a skill that we invented here on the channel, the infinity spin. Quite complex, I haven't done it in a little while, but what's going to happen is you're going to drag the ball out in front of you. So it's in front of you like this, and as it comes across, you're going to be using the outside of that same foot around there to do this kind of motion, like that. Show the camera, just like this over the ball. So you're using it as a way to drag the ball across. So as I drag it across, I'm catching it and pulling through. So a little bit faster now. I'm coming around, dragging, and I'm away from the man, and I'm into space. And that is the infinity spin. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, comment down below your favourite one of the 30. Can you do all 30? Let me know as well. Thank you so much for 300k, it means a lot. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes. I want to say a massive thank you to Callum and Lewis for helping us out with the videos. It's been great. But yeah, make sure you guys go and check out other videos that we've got. A lot more content coming your way. I will see you in the next one.